Well, hello. The mystery show day has arrived. Now, the mystery show actually isn't the show I'm seeing today. The mystery show is the show that I am cutting into in this video. So today it is the 31st of January and it is the card change for the Book of Mormon. Obviously, I'm going to both shows, you know me, but let's just cut into that mystery show real quick. I bet you are dying to know what I saw in December. Enjoy that.
Yeah.
Did you bring me one?
No. Yeah, I just found it in the bag.
No, you didn't. No! Can I have a sip?
Yeah, sure.
Will just found Dr. Pepper in his bag that I didn't know about. I wasn't notified about Dr. Pepper. Anyway, I'm with Will. So I didn't think that I was going to take any more trips for 2025 because I was at this one's house with his parents for New Year and I thought, oh, that means we can't really go to London. So we were impulsive, as rush tickets would let you be, and we got tickets for the Wicked matinee today for 2:30. I'm actually really excited. I haven't seen Wicked since earlier this year. I think that's when the tour was in Southampton, but I haven't seen it in London in like 2 years, so this is really exciting. Will's never seen it live. He hates the movie. I've convinced him that the movie is dog shit and he'll like the musical, so hopefully we have a good time. I'm pretty sure that Ross Carpenter is still on as Bok. I don't know, but we're gonna find out when we get there. And yeah, oh! That just reminded me, we have the best Fierro ever, Carl Mann, hopefully. Like, he was amazing, and I love him. Don't get jealous, Will. He's really hot, though. You remember my review for the Wicked tour? Carl was, like, the best part of that. He was so good. So yeah, we're gonna go enjoy Wicked. I think we're going to Madame Tussauds as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Madame Tussauds as well. Also, check it out. Stranger Things shirt and a Grinch shirt. Will actually got me this Stranger Things shirt for Christmas. He also re-gifted his Fitbit. So now I have a Fitbit, and now I feel cool, and I'm gonna be the most annoying person in the world. Do you wanna say anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm booking the Madame Tussauds.
Okay. So after running around Madame Tussauds, we got to the theatre and I was very happy to see Ross Carpenter and Carl Mann's names there. For a rush ticket, this is gorgeous. I've always loved the stage and the set. Everything is just so immersive and wonderful. Alright, so if you couldn't tell by all the green, we are now in the theatre. I am so excited to see it live. I mean, you just saw the view. We've got such a good view. And they were rush tickets as well, which on New Year's Day, like, did I mention it's the 31st of December? On New Year's, well, it's not New Year's Day, is it? Is it New Year's Eve?
It's New Year's Eve.
It's New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. For New Year's Eve rush tickets, this is spectacular. We do have Ross's Bok. I am so excited to see him on stage again, especially in a main role. And fun fact, this is the second time that I have seen a old Mormon cast member play Bok in Wicked, because obviously we had Jed Berry on the tour, and this is my 4th time seeing it. Not ever, I think I've seen it. This is the 6th time now, 4th time this year. Very excited because I was let down by the movie, so hopefully this will lift my spirits a little because I remember the stage show being so good. I'm also excited to see Carl Mann again. Obviously he was Fierro on tour. He's going to be playing Fierro this afternoon and he is my favourite Fierro ever. He is wonderful, I love him, and then I will do some reviews on, you know, Alphabet Window, that sort of thing, later. I'm very excited. Will, are you excited?
So excited.
Good enough. Okay, we're going to enjoy Act 1 and I'll catch you in the interval. Will, questions, are you enjoying it?
Yes.
Is it better than the movie?
Yes.
Okay, we both agree, because I think the movie is absolutely terrible, but I love the show. I love Ross, I love Carl, I love Alphabet and Glinda a lot, and I'm having a great time. Are you having a great time?
Yeah.
I love the costumes, by the way. Like, can we talk about that? I did theatre in college. I now understand why we were so like, don't eat in costume, because those costumes must be very hard to clean. But my favourite ones in the show are the Emerald City costumes. They are so cool. Being like really close is also amazing because the last few times I've been like up, up in the gods. But I absolutely love Ross. He is killing it. I would love to do an art print for him at some point. Fingers crossed. I don't know if he's actually staying on in the show. Hopefully he is, but I think they do their cast changes around April, May time, so we'll see. But we're going to go enjoy Act 2, which is not an hour and a half, it's about 50 minutes. Don't know why they decided to cram that into 2 hours and a half. But we're going to go sit down again and enjoy Act 2, and I will see you afterwards. Hey guys, so it's post-Wicked, and I'm here in this video just to give my thoughts on the West End cast, and then we'll get back to the Mormon cast change, I promise. I just want to talk about these guys real quick. So the first person I'm going to start off with is Ross Carpenter, who played Bock the Munchkin. Now obviously Ross used to be in the Book of Mormon, I have already said this so many times, but he used to be in the Book of Mormon, and now he's playing Bock on the West End, and controversially, Bock is one of my favourite characters in the show, and I've gone insane with this. I've done some pretty deep character analysis on this page of writing. Like, he's got a whole page. That doesn't look like a lot of writing, but when I put it into words, it's so much. So I'm gonna try and... So Bock is very different in Act 1 compared to Act 2. Spoilers ahead, but Bock becomes the Tin Man. Literal body horror, by the way, especially with the Scarecrow as well. But at the start, he's very cute, he's very funny. Ross's comedic timing was absolutely immaculate. He is obsessed with Glinda to the point where he cannot see a flaw in her because she's so beautiful. And as we will get onto later, I don't think Glinda is a good person. So he doesn't see anything past her looks. And with Nessa, on the other hand, Nessa starts the show as being very kind and caring and innocent, and she's very bubbly and she's very, very sweet. And Bock just kind of looks past all of that because the only reason he asked her to the dance is because Glinda wanted him to ask her to the dance. So he doesn't love Nessa, and he kind of shot himself in the foot there with the fact that Nessa ends up imprisoning him in Munchkin Land. Now, I'm not saying Nessa is in the right. I'm just saying it could have been avoided. So Bock values a woman's beauty over a woman's soul and her kindness. I mean, obviously Glinda puts on this facade that she's Glinda the Good, but that's not really the case. So yes, Ross was very adorable. His vocals really fit the character. My only complaint, well, not complaint, but my only sort of constructive form of criticism is I wanted more anger during March of the Witch Hunters. Maybe this has been influenced by how Ethan Slater did it, because I actually thought, despite hating the movies, that his delivery was really, really good. I just want more of a shift between Act 1 Bock and Act 2 Bock. I mean, obviously, during his imprisonment in Munchkin Land, he's very somber and he's very firm and strict with Nessa. In the way of being very blunt and disinterested, and he did that really well. But I just wanted more fury from him. I mean, if my organs and my body and my bones all got turned to tin, I feel like I would be pretty angry. But other than that, he was absolutely adorable. I loved seeing him in more of a main role. And yeah, it was really fun, and I really want to see him again and maybe give him some artwork, and the others, of course. I'm going to briefly talk about Fiyero and Nessa. I mean, you guys have heard me talk about Carl Mann before. I love his Fiyero. What I love about his Fiyero is it's very obvious that he is in love with Elphaba from the very beginning. He's very cool and cocky and arrogant, but he has a heart to him, and, you know, that's shown with the lion cub when they set the lion cub free, all the way to As Long As You're Mine, which... that song's so good. He did a fantastic job. His chemistry with the actress playing Elphaba was so good and so clear. Compared to when he's with Glinda at the start, he's very dismissive, he sort of plays up to what she wants him to be, and you can tell that he just doesn't like being that. So yeah, Carl was fantastic. Moving on to Nessa. Now, I'm probably going to get this name wrong, so I'm so sorry if I do. But she was played by Hannah Qureshi. I'm not sure how to say that last name, but she was incredible. Her Wicked Witch of the East, stunning. Like, the belt on that, so powerful. What I love to talk about Nessa with is her contrast between Act 1 and Act 2. Now obviously everything that transpires end of Act 1, between Act 1 and Act 2, she's lost her father to death and her sister to rebellion. So at the start she's very kind, she's very positive, she's very innocent, she's incredibly in love with Bok, which, you know, her obsession with him causes her to imprison him because he's the only form of love she has left. So in Act 2 she's very cold, she's very distant, and she's very manipulative to try and get him to stay there. Because like I said, he's the only thing she has, the closest thing she has to love, even though he doesn't really love her. So yeah, her vocals were amazing, her chemistry with Ross was so good, and her chemistry with Elphaba as well, as a sisterly bond, even in Act 2, was really strong. I mean, they're still sisters, they still care about each other, and I saw that through their portrayals, which is, it's really good when actors really truly understand their characters and who they are to each other, that they almost do like unintentional character work within saying their lines and keeping with the show. So speaking of Elphaba, we had Emma Kingston play our Elphaba. I loved her vocals. I mean, Elphaba has to have really strong vocals. I loved The Wizard and I loved Defying Gravity. I loved her involvement in Popular. She was just really, really good. One thing I noticed with her is that she, at the beginning, has a much more positive outlook on life, and I know that that is the character. She's supposed to have this idea that the Wizard of Oz is this wonderful man who's going to change her life and make her this huge name in Oz and be somebody. Like, that's all she wants to be, is she wants to be somebody, because she's been shunned her whole life. Her sister is the favourite child. But I found that instead of being very deadpan and almost just dismissive of the people around her for judging how she looks, she was very chipper and positive, and she really just didn't care about what other people thought, and I really loved that take on her, because I feel like it makes her downfall so much harder. But being very alone, apart from having Glinda and Fiyero, she's very bold, she's very outspoken, and especially when she discovers what the wizard really is and what he's been doing, that's when she finally breaks away from all those social norms to be herself. So in the end, she got what she wanted. She wanted to be somebody, and even though nobody ever saw her side of things, she always knew she was in the right and she stood by that. So I think that as a character, she is very strong, and honestly, Emma did such an amazing job at the switch between Act 1 and Act 2, and I feel like being less deadpan in Act 1 really emphasised this switch, so I really loved this take on the character. And I feel like her more chipper, positive outlook really ties into Glinda's personality as well. Popular was hilarious. So getting into Glinda, we have ZZ Strallen, who played Glinda. I loved her. Now, I'm gonna start talking about how I think that Glinda is a terrible person, but I loved her. I think I've said this before, I prefer Glinda when she's being played by a British woman. I don't know, I feel like when Glinda has an American accent with her material, she comes across very dumb blonde. I don't think Glinda's dumb, I actually think she's very smart as a character. She fits in with Elphaba in that she's very chipper and she has a positive outlook on life. She has the same goals, she wants to be somebody, but she's also very entitled, which Elphaba is not. She always wants things her way, Elphaba doesn't. I always find that Glinda's with a British accent speak very poshly, so she's very classy, very upper class from the upper uplands, if you remember. So yeah, I just prefer Glinda portrayed like that, because I just feel like it fits her narrative a lot more to not be played like dumb blonde. So whenever she's played with an American accent, I just think of Elle Woods. And I know what you're gonna say, Elle Woods is a smart, strong, independent woman, which is true after she goes to Harvard. I'm talking about Elle before she goes to Harvard. She's very dumb blonde stereotype, which comes across when Glinda has an American accent, in my opinion. She's absolutely got the right amount of comedy down for this role. Even in the most serious moments, she'll deliver something or do a movement like toss toss, and it will be funny. She's just so blissfully ignorant to the world around her that she doesn't understand social cues, she doesn't understand when to stop. She was just very funny, and her version of Popular was very good. And I'm Not That Girl, when she realises that she is not that girl. That shift, that understanding leading on to For Good is enough of a character arc for me because she understands that she has been in the wrong this entire time. Why was she in the wrong? Because she always did what was necessary to get what she wanted. It didn't matter if her friend was right. It didn't matter if her friend told her that what she was doing was wrong. She still went out and did it. She only cares about herself, and I feel like the shift, the realization really comes during I'm Not That Girl. So that shift, especially when you see Glinda at the start of the show, which is technically after the show, and then they go back to it, they go back to the start of No One Mourns the Wicked, it really comes full circle, and she was incredible vocally, that sort of operatic tune that Glinda has. So good. So yeah, that's everything for my Wicked review. The one thing I'll say about the show, to add on, is I love the set, I love the costumes. Everything looks so gorgeous and so put together in this show. Like, I cannot stop looking at the costumes. Like, they're so cool. And obviously sitting up close, you can see them a lot better. Like I said in the interval, my favourite costumes are the ones from the Emerald City. They're just so wacky and abnormal and abstract. They're like a Picasso painting. But yeah, I really love the stage show of Wicked. I think it's a good tale of friendship, two women knowing exactly what they want and going about it different ways. It's a very good story. And, you know, I'm also a sucker for a love triangle. So I think that's going to do it. I'm going to cut now back to the cast change portion of this video, the Book of Mormon cast change, and I think I'm going to pick up showing you some of my artwork that I made for the cast. I hope you enjoy that. For Blair Gibson, I did some Jersey Boys art as Bob Gaudio. Joseph Davenport has some beef with TFL, so I drew him as Elder Lizzie with the Lizzie line. As we know, Jack Rose is going into Mean Girls, so I drew him in this pink number. And of course, Jake is joining Royal Caribbean as Marty, so I did this Mormon Marty crossover with him. I will now quickly go through my bracelets in order. We have Jack, Colin, Robin, we have Keller, we have Paige, Joseph, Jake, Blair, and Stephen Rowley. So welcome to the Book of Mormon matinee. I'm sat in the circle, row B. Love it. I'm in the restricted seat. Not really restricted. I'm so excited. I've heard they're going to do a muck-up matinee, which is like my favourite thing in the world. Obviously it's only the matinee right now, but I know I'm going to be a crying mess by the evening, because that's just how cast changes work. But I'm sat in the stalls for the evening, row B as well. Just want to say it was really nice to see that friend from Comic-Con. We just spent the whole morning together. We both play guitar. He took me around all of these really cool vintage guitar shops. Played me a few tunes, bought me lunch. It was just a really good time. I'm about to have an even better time. No, I don't want to say that. So I'm going to head inside now. I'm going to sit down and witness, hopefully, a muck-up matinee. I will let you know. Also, I have met the peeps. They are all sat downstairs. We've all exchanged different kinds of gifts, because that's just how these days work. I'm so excited, and I'm excited to take you guys with me. This might actually be my favourite circle seat. It is very close to the stage, and it's very affordable due to that little safety rail at the bottom that really doesn't get in the way. So they are for sure going with a muck-up matinee. Costumes are interesting. There's different wigs. Costumes are being worn incorrectly, which is very funny. Can we talk about Paige's Salta Lake City is where I bawled my eyes out. She opted up, she made choices, I was gobsmacked. She was incredible. Like, that was... I know it's her second to last show. She did not have to go that hard. I mean, she did. And it was amazing, and her voice is stunning. That really got me. That really got me. But it's very, very fun so far, and I can't wait to see what they do for the second half of the show. I'm shaking so much. I'm having such a good time. This is going to be a really tough day. Because if I've already cried and it's not even the last one, oh God, I don't know how I'm going to survive. This is hilarious though, because also, like, people who've never seen the show before do not know that those things aren't supposed to happen. So me sitting there around people that have probably never seen the show before, and I'm just pissing myself. I must look like a crazy person. I'm shaking. I can't hold this steady. That's how, like, excited and emotional I am right now. Oh my God, I can't stop it. This is gonna be an amazing day. I can already tell. But I'm gonna head back in and enjoy the second half. So it's time for the evening show. This is gonna absolutely wreck me. So I've got a gin and tonic to help me along, but I know that I am going to cry so hard when this is over. But we get the new cast. I'm so excited for Declan Egan to join, because I saw him in Jersey Boys and I know he's played Elder Price before, so I have no doubt that he's going to be wonderful. This is just going to be very emotional for me. So I'll show you where I'm sitting though. I'm B of the stalls, B36 I believe. So that's fun. Front row was just too expensive for this show. I'm not even gonna lie to you, it was pretty spenny. So I'm row B. I'm gonna enjoy my gin and tonic while I wait for Alicia, and when I do, you'll get to say hi to her as well. Alicia, how are you feeling?
I am excited, but I also have something that I need to make really quickly.
The scrapbook. We've made a really, well, I shouldn't say we. You've made a really awesome scrapbook for Jake. It looks crazy. Yeah, do you want to show it?
Let me get it out.
Look at that.
In the back.
That is, it's so cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish writing messages in it and stuff. But
Yeah, you can do that now and in the interval.
Yes.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers to one
yes, cheers.
Final show with this cast.
I got Sprite because I'm 15, 16 and 2
I got a gin and tonic to drown the tears. Okay, I'm gonna go. You guys know I love sitting front row, but I could not justify it for today. But row B is just as good, and this stage is gorgeous. So it's the interval. I haven't cried yet, which doesn't bode well for later, because if I haven't cried yet, it's only going to hit me harder later. So I will see you after the show at some point. I'll try and maybe vlog on the train, because that will be the rawest reaction you will have out of me. But for now, I'm going to sit down and watch Act 2 with this cast for one last time. And I'm gonna enjoy it. And I'm gonna cry. Okay, I'll see you guys later.
Say again. Say again. What? Okay, sorry, catch me at the end. Okay, this tonight was a very special performance, and I'll tell you for why. This version of the show that you just saw will never happen again. Never with this cast. It's very sad. All again because I need to think about what I'm going to say. Thanks. Okay, so. Switch it off. Switch it off? Turn it. Did you watch the show? Okay, so. In the show, we say typically a mission is about 2 years long. Some people in this cast didn't get that memo. And so, 10 years each have Joe Davenport and Stephen Rowley taken part. And not only that, but we have a member of the original cast from the London Company of the Book of Mormon, and Patrick George. He's coming on, but he's with us tonight, and I'm not going to keep this long, because I don't know how long I'll be able to keep it together. But for some of us, tonight is the end of our mission. And so, I would like to bring forward those leaving the company tonight. Not to sing or anything, just for one bow together. Sneak peek of the new cast members joining, and they are amazing. So make sure you book your tickets for that coming up. Also, because plug the show. But yeah, as I said, I'm not going to keep you long. So for one final time, I want to introduce and say goodbye to the 2024-2026 London Company of the Book of Mormon with one final bow, and with all of you cheering us on because it's amazing. Yeah.
Really messed me up. I was a crying mess by the end of those speeches. I did take that video from someone on TikTok. They gave me permission, I've credited them, but I didn't take a video myself. And that's A, because my phone was charging, and B, they do not let you film the curtain call at Prince of Wales. And I'm someone who doesn't like getting in trouble, so I just thought I'd grab someone else's. But after those speeches, I was a total mess, and it's been just under a week since cast change. It's Thursday, and yeah, I'm ready to just close out this video and talk to you quickly about who's left, people coming in, etc. So a total of 20 people left Book of Mormon on Saturday, and if you think the company probably has about 30 people in it, that's a crazy amount to lose. So I'm going to do my part and honour everyone who has left the company. Stephen Rowley and Joseph Davenport have been doing it for 10 years, which is almost its entire run. That's crazy. So in the people that left, we have Blair Gibson, Paige Petty, Keller M. Spring, Colin Bernicle, Ian Carlisle, Robin Samois de Silva, Jake Bishop, Dion Charles, Joseph Davenport, Jamal Felix, George Grayson, Harrison Langham, Jacob McIntosh, Zachary Miller, Stephen Rowley, Jack Rose, Kinshasa Sunrise, Aisha Williams, Jason Yaboa, and Patrick George, who is the last original London Company member to depart the show. He's been there almost 13 years, which is insane. Now, I know that's a good 2/3 of the cast who have left, quite a few of them being main roles, like Blair Gibson, Ian Carlisle, Paige Petty, but we've got some wonderful people coming in. Declan Egan, I saw him in Jersey Boys. Reagan Bailey Walker is making her, I almost said Broadway, West End debut as Nabelungi, and Kirk Patterson is coming back to play Mufala. And I loved his Mufala, so I'm really, really excited to see him again. I'm so excited for everyone who's joining this company. It's gonna be so different, and I'm going to try and plan to see the cast, the new cast, maybe next week, the week after, do a rush ticket, anything, to be honest, to be able to see them, because I am so excited. The overall cast change was amazing. I love these moments where you really just get to be with the fans. I feel like most fans were at the matinee show rather than the evening. My only complaint is the security at the theatre. Now, I do get that it is the security's job to protect the actors. I understand that. And to be fair, when they put up a barrier in the evening show, after the evening show, I thought that was a good call. Otherwise, everyone would be crowding the stage door and it wouldn't be very easy for anyone to enter or exit. What's not okay from security is stopping fans from interacting with the cast members. That got a bit too far, and basically the actors had to push past security just to get to the fans. And they were incredibly rude at the matinee, and that's just my opinion. I know a lot of fans have the same opinion that I'm voicing right now. I just think the security situation was really bad. But I got loads of hugs and conversation and photos, and just the whole thing was so fun. And, you know, happy trails to the 2024 to 2026 company. And I'm excited to see what a lot of them do next. Obviously, some of them, you already know what they're doing next. Stephen Rowley is doing Greatest Showman. Jake Bishop is playing Marty McFly. Now, I know I said I thought I knew who was going to play Marty on tour. Jake Bishop is playing Marty, but not on tour. He's joining the Royal Caribbean group, so I won't get to see him unless I book a cruise, but realistically, that's not feasible just to see him. But I'm sure there'll be videos somewhere. That always happens in the theatre community. I'm just so happy for him because that role looks so fun. But yeah, I think that's all for this cast change video. Obviously, I also saw Wicked pretty much exactly a month before the cast change, so I just thought I'd slot it in here. I actually love Wicked. I love the stage show. I really hate the movie. I'm so sorry if you love it. I think that's going to wrap up my cast change video. I don't really have anything else to say. In the next video, I'm going to Operation Mincemeat with my boyfriend. He got us both tickets for our anniversary. Well, I won the lottery and then he just purchased them. The ticket lottery. Sorry, not the actual lottery. I wish. But maybe that video will also be the time that I get to see the new cast. Really hoping that the Rush gods are on my side. So I will see you in the next one, and we will see if I get those tickets. Alright, see you later.